Do you know what the BRICS nations are? The BRICS organization of countries? It's an intergovernmental organization of countries. And there's all different kinds of these intergovernmental organizations. There's like the G7 and the G20, and there's, OPEC and the African Union and the Arab League. There's also another one of these groups, the intergovernmental group, that's called BRICS, and they meet every year. And last week, President Trump was sitting in the Oval Office. He was talking to reporters for some reason about how mad he was at Spain. He was explaining to reporters that he thought Spain was terrible. Spain should be ashamed of itself. Spain is bad. He said to reporters, quote, "They are a BRICS nation, Spain. You know what a BRICS nation is? You'll figure it out. And if the BRICS nations want to do that, that's okay. But we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States." He continued, quote, "You know what the BRICS is, right? You guys know. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying." Yeah, Spain's really going to get it because Spain is a BRICS nation. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. BRICS is an acronym. It stands for the first letters of the first 5 countries that formed the BRICS organization. BRICS, B-R-I-C-S. Brazil, B for Brazil. R for Russia. I for India. C for China. S. What does the S stand for? Does it stand for Spain? No, it does not. The S in BRICS stands for South Africa, not Spain, because South Africa, not Spain, is the S in BRICS, and Spain is not a BRICS country. And that kind of a mistake is okay if you're a 5th grader and this is the question in which you flunk your geography quiz. But when you are the president of the United States sitting there in the Oval Office and ranting about one of our close allies saying they're really going to get it, they're going to get 100% tariff because they're a BRICS country. Go look it up. You know what I mean. And he is just factually wrong about that. And they are not a BRICS country at all. When you are not a 5th grader and you're the president of the United States and you do something like that, that is a lot of things. It's embarrassing to yourself if you're capable of that. It's also just embarrassing to us as a country that you are the president, making mistakes like that. I mean, like us having an official White House challenge coin with his fake stolen family crest on it is embarrassing. Him with the whole BRICS rant about Spain, which is not a BRICS country, that is also embarrassing. Just before he issued blanket pardons to everybody who participated in the attack on the U.S. Congress and assaults on police officers on January 6th, Donald Trump, you might remember, said at a press conference that he thought Hezbollah might have been behind the attack on the Capitol. Which is what? He said out loud, Hezbollah did January 6th, and we really need to look into it. Okay. Now today, he says that the way Hamas has been able to make bombs in Gaza is that they made their bombs from condoms they obtained from the U.S. government. They've used them as a method of making bombs. There is no factual basis for the claim that the U.S. government sent condoms to Hamas in Gaza. But even aside from that, how do you think he thinks you make a bomb? And what part of the bomb includes condom? How do you think he thinks you turn a condom into a bomb? He is the president of the United States. Imagine how the rest of the world is laughing at us about him, about this stuff he says. He said in a late-night online post a couple of nights ago that the U.S. military had, quote, entered California and turned on the water. Enjoy the water, California. And while California officials, laughed out loud and tried to keep a straight face while they solemnly announced to the public that no one had turned on the water because the water wasn't turned off. It fell to the poor folks at the Fox News Channel who had to break the news from sources in Donald Trump's own Defense Department that no, he doesn't know what he's talking about here. He is making this up. The Fox News Pentagon correspondent reporting, quote, U.S. defense officials tell me they did not send troops to, quote, turn on the water in California, despite President Trump's claims. Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing every day. Every day, new, embarrassing, just humiliating, own goal, stupid stuff. I mean, and it's not just stuff that he's saying or typing out on his device, whatever he's using to post stuff on social media. It's also the stuff that his government is doing as its highest priority, right? They're insisting they're only rounding up violent criminals for deportation. Meanwhile, they every day are rounding up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who they have to admit have no criminal records at all. They are insisting that they want to use military aircraft to fly these people around the world at an added expense, in some cases, of hundreds of thousands of dollars per flight. And these flights, by the way, are mostly empty. Their violent criminal arrests and roundups have been so well planned that the very first one they did not only didn't target a criminal, it targeted a U.S. military veteran. Oh my. Who they arrested without a warrant. Trump is plowing ahead with his effort to start a new war, maybe, or at least start an international crisis by insisting that he is going to seize Greenland to become part of the United States. And he keeps saying he's going to do that, but don't worry, they want it. Quote, the people of Greenland would love to become a state of the United States of America, he says. Quote, the people of Greenland would like to be a part of the United States. He even trotted out his family to make this case as well, as if it was true.
Did the people there that you spoke with and interacted with, did they seem interested in the idea of getting closer to the United States and maybe being liberated from Denmark, who's had control of Greenland for the last 200 years?
100%. I mean, honestly, I didn't see a single negative.
100%. 100. They want to join the United States. Oh, yeah. They want to be liberated. They want to join the United 100%. New polling in Greenland by a local polling firm today finds that, shockingly, it's actually not 100%. It's 6%.
Close.
6% of Greenlanders are in favor of their island becoming part of the United States. 6%. It's embarrassing. I mean, maybe if you round 6 up to the nearest 100, then sure, 6% is close to 100%-ish. Sure. Math. Tomorrow, we're going to have confirmation hearings for Donald Trump's nominee to be intelligence director in the United States. This is right after the Washington Post's reporting on her secret and apparently friendly meeting in Syria with a Syrian cleric who, at the time she met with him, had threatened to activate his personal network of suicide bombers inside the United States. Jeez. The Wall Street Journal reports today on the lengths that have been gone to by professional PR outfits to discourage any public scrutiny of Tulsi Gabbard's lifelong association with a group described by its defectors as an authoritarian cult. Known mostly as a secretive radical offshoot of the Hare Krishna movement, the group's guru has described Tulsi Gabbard as his, quote, star pupil. The group's members reportedly sprinkle that same guru's toenail clippings in their food. He clips his toenails, or maybe somebody clips his toenails for him. They take the toenail clippings and sprinkle them in their food. They, quote, use his shoes as prayer totems. She's been associated with the group her entire life. And that is Trump's choice for Director of National Intelligence. She has her confirmation hearing tomorrow.